whether you consider it the continuation of the Sonic block, depending on your feelings of Sonic and Super Monkey Ball. Either way, Segastar is sure to do a great job. Take it away.
Alright. Hello everybody, I am Segastar, and we are going to be running Sonic Adventure DX Tales today. And I'm super excited to show this off. So, I won't take too much time. We're going to get right into it. As soon as time is going to start, as soon as I hit start here on the game. With a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I love Tails. My favorite character, so I'm glad that it's
Alright,
Tails' story.
so first things first, we're going to get the jet anklets. And for whatever reason, I can't hear you very well, Helix. Give me just a second. Why I cannot hear you.
Well, thankfully I didn't say anything important.
Yeah, I think it's my game audio on my end. Give me 2 seconds, everybody. I'm so sorry.
Well, while you are working on that, I want to once again plug the Sonic 06 Story Bid War. Keep that in mind, get your donations in.
Okay, I apologize. For some reason, I just can't hear you that well.
Hopefully it's not my fault. Hopefully I'm not too far away from my mic.
No, I don't think it's your fault.
Well, in the meantime, for those of you just joining us, you are watching Midwest Speedfest Tune-Up, which is an online speedrun marathon raising funds to help us purchase better equipment for our on-site events.
Trying to think how to fix this.
We are live all day today, showcasing amazing speedruns from our online community and some music sourced by VGMCon as well.
Okay, go ahead and speak one more time, Helix.
Yeah, I'll say some things.
Okay,
Donate.
perfect. Alright, sorry everybody.
Alright, back into it? Cool.
Yep, we are back into it. Okay.
Wouldn't be a Midwest Speedfest event without tech issues.
Alright, let's get this run started. I am so sorry. Alright, first things first, we are going to collect the jet anklets. Tails is fast, and we need to go even faster. So we're going to go over here and collect the jet anklets by going under the sewers here. Just like that. We're going to collect those, and now we're going to go under the sewer, because that's how we get around in Station Square. So we're going to go straight to the Mystic Ruins, and we're going to fight our first boss. And Egg Hornet is a thorn in every Tails runner's side. It is one of the hardest things to learn when you're first starting out, because I'm going to try to one-cycle him. Now, the way we do that is by jump canceling, just like that. And I'm going to try to get him to come down as fast as possible. Stand in the correct spot. I almost had it. I'm going to try that one more time. It's a really hard trick, so hopefully we get it this time. Come on. Got it. There we go. So by doing the jump canceling, you can basically take care of this boss in under 30 seconds.
Nice, well done.
Thank you. So now we're going to collect the Windstone. And with that, we're going to be able to go to our first stage, Windy Valley. So if I can put it in the holder, that'd be nice. So we're going to do this stage not intentional by just flying right over here out of bounds. Waiting for a specific cue. Oh, come on, game. I'm trying to fly out of bounds and go around the death plane, and that is not how we do it. So I'm going to try one more time, wait a little bit longer, and we got it this time. So by doing this, we can basically just take out the whole rest of the stage, and just fly right down there to where the Chaos Emerald's in, and we beat it in about 20 seconds. Alright, next thing is that we gotta go back to Station Square. We're just gonna cut a little of our travel time out by jumping up to the train. With some hub movement here. As you can tell, we are going super fast. Tails is a fast fox. And yeah, we can just clip right out of that wall in Casinopolis. And we beat Casinopolis in 12 seconds.
I would expect nothing less from a Sonic game.
Nope. Alright. Now, the game wants us to go pick up the ice key. But we're not grabbing it. Everyone say hi to Cream and say goodbye to Cream. So coming up next is probably one of my favorite little tricks in the run. As we all know, this game is kind of interestingly put together. So what do you get when you have a fast fox and walls that don't matter? You can just clip right out. And now we're already in Ice Cap. And if Egg Hornet wasn't already a kind of a pain for Tails runners, this stage is the worst. Because there are two skips that you can do in this stage that are kind of really annoying to go for. And for marathon safety, and because I only know how to do one of them, I'm only going to go for one of them. So let's see if we hit it. Alright, we got it first try. Nice. So we're just casually just kind of going out of bounds here, and we're going to be able to hit this ramp that's coming up. That is the third time I've done that. I keep trying to jump off that ramp, but I've missed it every time in marathons. The marathon luck continues. That's okay. We're having a great time. We're going to be finishing up this stage pretty soon. Oh, I'm glad to be joined by you, Helix. It's always good to do stuff. How have you been lately?
Been alright. Happy to be here. Tails is my favorite Sonic character, so.
Yes.
Saw this in our submissions, it was like, heck yeah.
Heck yeah. I was trying to go for a super jump off the ramp there, and didn't quite get it because Tails kind of bounced in a weird spot, but that's okay. I always like getting the first ice cap clip in a marathon. That is difficult to do. Alright, so now we gotta go fight Chaos 4. But you might be wondering, Bud, how do we get out? Just fly straight up. Who needs walls? But first, before we fight Chaos, we have to fight Knuckles! Oh.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Alright, that was a decent Knuckles fight, and now we actually get to fight Chaos 4.
Oh no. Oh no.
Out of the 3 times that you fight Chaos 4 in this game, Tails is the easiest, so there's one less hit we have to deal with, so that's very helpful to us. And the idea here is that we mostly want to keep him from not throwing out a really slow laser attack that he can do. So when he does that splash attack, that's what we're looking for. And by following him around, you can just meet him as soon as he pops up out of the water, and that's one of the fastest ways to get hits on him. And so far, we're doing pretty good. So now we basically just have to wait for the last hit. As long as we keep kind of just hopping around these lily pads, we are solid. We might actually be going for a PB here if I get the last hit good enough. So let's cross our fingers for that. Follow him around. That is a Chaos 4 PB. Let's go. 115.98. That is insane. Alright. So now time for the one thing that we all know is Sonic Adventure. The hardest stage in the game, Sky Chase, where actually, nope, it's not the hardest stage. It is where we do nothing for a few minutes. Helix, I will pass this over to you if you have anything to say.
I was going to say, this sounds like a good spot for me to come in and talk about some things. I do want to shout out to Tempest Stream, because Midwest Speedfest's overlay package is provided by Tempest Stream. They work with you to create the perfect storm of quality and innovation. And if you have an esports event that needs production, you can find information at tempeststream.co and reach out from there. Also, I neglected to mention it. I don't know how I neglected to mention it. I guess I was so distracted by Monkey Ball. But we have passed $1,500 raised to help us get some equipment. Thank you all so much. Let's keep it going. I wonder how far we can go before this marathon wraps up. We still got a whole half a day left, pretty much.
Oh, that's great.
Looking at the list, looking at our wish list, basically, we have got our headsets pretty much, we've got our camera set up, and now we are working toward upgrading our host setup. For about $200 in total, we're hoping to get a desktop microphone with a mute button. So those two things, and of course the stand and necessary cables, comes out to about $200 in total. So getting to $1,700 will get us pretty much everything on our big wish list here. All of the big things on our wish list. That is the correct way to say that. There we go. That's phrasing. But yeah, thank you all so much. This is going to not only make the quality of our events much better, but also just generally improve the lives of staff, volunteers, runners, everyone involved.
Yeah, I've always been watching Midwest Speedfest for a long time, so I'm glad to be able to help be a part of an event in some way.
Yeah, happy to have you. It's
Thank
always
you.
cool to see our online community show up like this. I know we have a passionate group of folks who aren't able to make our in-person events who love participating in these online marathons. And of course, we have people like Japanese Restream as well, who are always eager to support.
Alright, so with that, we are finishing up with Sky Chase, and we're going to do a quick detour to do a side stage that, for whatever reason, only Tails does in his story. You can access it with Sonic, but not like through his story intentionally. So yeah, they just throw this random side stage for Tails to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oop, missed the card. There we go. We got it. Let me just fly over here to this corner. And if you remember our ice cap clip earlier, we're gonna do something similar. Oh, come on. There we go. So this is Sandhill. This is just basically another snowboarding level, kind of like Ice Cap, but a lot less of a headache. And I just ran into a rock. Camera, please. That's never happened.
The classic.
The classic. So the idea in Sandhill is that I want to try to not get in the air as much so we can snowboard better. Sandboard, I guess. Sandboard. It's a pretty short stage, nothing too crazy going on here. Let's see if I can finish strong. Awesome. Alright. That last speed pad there, if you don't hit that right, it messes you up so bad. But now we're going back to the past. the rhythm badge. We don't really use it, but we can't move on until we pick it up. And now we're going to talk to Tikal, but we're going to skip through all that. And now it's nighttime, and it's time for the mandatory water break. Sky Chase 2, the sequel. Gotta get a drink of water real quick. Thirsty.
Yeah, make sure you all are staying hydrated. Definitely important. I want to shout out to the music performance with tournaments.
The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Indie games, panels, workshops, speedruns, energy drinks, and a whole lot of fun. There's a lot going on there. Its purpose is to create a community of engaged creators and fans around video games through unique experiences that you can't find at home. The Midwest Speedfest team is grateful for our continued partnership. I would like to thank VGMCon for providing resources and support to help us host our marathons. You can visit vgmcon.org to learn more about them and register for their next convention this April, which will include our next on-site event, Midwest Speedfest 2025. Which, by the way, I'll say it again, submissions are open right now for Midwest Speedfest 2025. Exclamation point MWSF in chat. That'll get you a link to our Angus page where you can submit and find more details.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely consider submitting.
It's looking to be a good one. I'm looking at the submissions list. We already have quite a few. It's going to be good. I've heard from quite a few people that they're interested in going too, so don't miss it.
Make it out to one of those eventually. It's just always, I always got other events I'm going to, so I'm like, but I saw this event, I was like, okay, I can submit to this.
Good problem to have, honestly, the fact that there are so many events.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this game is super fun to show off. I got into it only about a year and a half ago because of SGDQ 23, so they had a huge Sonic Adventure DX relay. It was all the stories, and I saw that run in person. I was like in the front row, and I'm like, I need to play this game again. But Sonic wasn't. I was gonna do Sonic at first, but I was like, yeah, it's not quite hitting for me. It's just a little too hard. So I was like, yeah, I'll try Tails, and here we are. So can't complain. So shoutouts to everyone part of that relay, the Sonic Adventure DX community, and the Dreamcast community too. So we're coming up on the end of Sky Chase here. It's gonna be pretty simple, just beat the front of the egg carrier. And then after that, there's no more Sky Chases. It's all gameplay for the end of the run.
And Sonic
Hello.
fans, if you want to see someone other than Shadow, someone other than Shadow's story be run for Sonic 06, I'll put that. You need to get your donations in very soon because that closes at the start of the next run. Shadow's in the lead with $5 right now. So if you don't want to see Shadow, or if you do want to see Shadow and you want to increase his lead, make sure you donate. Exclamation point donate in chat. Scroll to the bottom of the page, hit add incentive, and make sure to assign your donation to that bidwire.
I love that cutscene so much. It's just...
The way Sonic's eyes bug out in that cutscene is so funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. So now we're in Tails' fourth stage. It's a sky deck. This is a super fun stage that you can pretty much just skip over pretty much all of it. I'm gonna try to hit this. Oop. Okay, I didn't even know you could even fly off that little bit right there. That was cool. Learn something new. So yeah, we can pretty much beat this stage in under like 30 seconds without too much issue. Alright, so now we gotta go fight Gamma. And this is probably the one time that we actually use the rhythm badge, because it is pretty helpful for this fight. Alright, now we're in Tails' final stage. It's a speed highway. And I'm gonna try to do a little skip of sorts here at the beginning by flying over this area over here, and I should be able to just land right here on the helipad and keep on going. And we're just leaving Eggman so far behind. Because unlike Sonic, he doesn't really seem to rubber band to Tails that much, so we leave him so far behind. Alright, let's see if I can finish this stage properly this time. There we go. One of the last marathons I had, I somehow just completely messed up the end of the stage. It was awesome. So yeah, we just beat Speed Highway in under 50 seconds. As you can see, Tails goes super fast. And with that, we are into the final boss. And there's a mechanic that you can do in this boss that where if you press the Y button, you can do like a debug thing that brings his legs down. I'm explaining that now because this boss is going to go fast. Oops. Sorry about that little bit of lag there. That was the game, not me. Alright. So by using all that debug stuff, we're going to be able to beat the boss pretty quickly, and time is going to be coming up as soon as I get the last hit. I'm going to grab a ring just in case. Time.
Alright, GG.
It's kind of hard to explain that boss and do it at the same time, so basically by using the Y button, his feet drop faster, and then you can just hit him quicker. It makes the boss go super fast. So, that was Tails' story. Except for the little technical issues we had at the beginning, I think that was a pretty solid run.
Yeah, I mean, that was a 22:03, even with the stuff at the beginning, so...
Yep,
good.
so...
Any shoutouts?
Like I said, shout out the Sonic Adventure DX speedrun community, the Dreamcast community, the other Adventure Sonic games as well. We're all pretty tight-knit community. If you want to find me, I'm Segastar here on Twitch. I speedrun different games. I'm trying to be more active on bluesky as well, so... Please check out this game. It's really fun to run. Play any of the stories. Sure, you can find one of them that's suitable to your taste.
Hey, I did it!
So,
You saved the day!
yep, that's going to be it for me. Please check out the Sonic 06 run coming up next. That's going to be an awesome run. Focus is a great friend of mine, so...
Friend of mine as well. Make sure you are donating it to that story bid war if you have a preference there. Yeah, but definitely stay tuned for that. And Focus is incredible at the game. Thank you so much for running for us, Segastar.
Yep, thank you, Helix, for hosting. I appreciate it. Thank you for dealing with my tech issues.
No problem.
That's the first time I've done a run of this marathon from home, or of this game from my home setup. So that was a second time, but